Hi there, I'm Mr. Bangman. I'm going to try to show you how to create a scatter plot on Excel. So we're going to start by, this is sort of the finished project. I'm going to try to show you how to make that. So starting with height, you enter in all your data for height in the first column. That's going to be your X column or your horizontal column. Then you're going to enter all your other data from your other measurement into the second column, which is the vertical column, which is also the Y column. Once you've done that, you're going to highlight all of your data, and you're going to go to Insert, and for some reason it won't work. Okay, let's try that again. Insert, Scatter Plot, and then you want the one without the lines. Those lines are not terribly useful. So you get this guy here. Now you're going to want to add some axes titles, and so you'll start with, say, horizontal, and you're going to say height. Helps if you spell it right, and you want the units that you measured it in. Then you're going to want the vertical axis, and so that was finger length in my case. Yours will be something different, also in centimeters most likely. You also probably want to change the chart title to finger length, so it's your other measurement versus height. We're comparing something to height, so usually the X is the second one, and then I hit OK. So we have a nice thing. You can get rid of this labeling. We already know that those are finger lengths, so we can just remove the legend. So you have this nice graph. Now on yours at this point you would click one of these data points and then right click on one of these data points. Unfortunately with the Excel Online I'm using that won't work. So I'm going to switch over to Excel for Mac, which works a bit different, but it should be okay. So I have the same thing, finger length versus height, and my axes, same data points. Now if I click on a data point, they all light up. And then you can even read here which data point that is. And then you right click. Right clicking gives you a chart like this, and you want to add trend line. Trend line is a name for line of best fit. You can see it's already there. Now in this case we're going to want linear. Yours will look a bit different than this, but it should be on linear automatically. What you're looking for is down near the bottom, you'll say display equation on chart, and display R² value on chart. Now these two things are quite important. They're usually quite movable. There you go. Now these two things, what they say, the R² is your confidence value. The best confidence you have is 1. The second best confidence you have is -1. They really mean the same thing, but in this case 1 is your best confidence. With squared you'll never get the negative. And so this is saying approximately like it's 94% good, or it's really close to 1. That means it's a strong confidence. That means that this line gets really close to all the points. It's not perfect, but it's quite close. If I changed one of these values to say 50, then you can see that the confidence has plummeted down to 0.3. Not very good confidence because this line isn't very good. Now for a lot of them it's okay, but it's not very good. So then hopefully it will let me back in here to get rid of that. Put our 5 back, and there we go. Now the equation is quite interesting in that it allows you to make a prediction. So I say equals. It's saying 0.0416 times, now in Excel times is a star, and then I pick any height I want. Because remember X is height, so I pick any height I want. So my height is 185 centimeters. Then I have to subtract 2.8231. So that says that my fingers should be about 8.8, 8.9 centimeters. So seems about good. 185, 4.9. I don't know where I got 8 from. My apologies. But you get the idea. 4.9. Look, it all matches up. That is what the line says. That is what my data says. And you can go in and you could change this number. You could look at something like 7.5. And that says 7.5 should be that. Now 7.5 was actually 4.3, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Okay, and that's it. You cut and paste this into a document. You can try to figure out some predictions, but that is how you make a scatter plot and find some confidence values. Take care.